Welcome back to the Onebar and Lupagus show. I am Lupagus, and today we're going to see how Sauce Gardner could actually fall to pick 12. Yes, it seems like it's a pipe dream, but just a few choice moves by some certain teams. Sauce Gardner falling to 12 is a possibility. Before we get in that, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the vids. We are about 80 something away from 7,000. When we get there, hashtag 7,000. Put it in the comments. We will do a drawing for that swag package we've been pushing all the last couple of weeks. All right, so how does Sauce Gardner fall to 12? Well, let's share my screen here. Use a simulator, walk this thing through, talk this thing through. One thing we need to factor in when we're talking about this is that recent buzz that Derek Stingley is the talk of the league right now, that he is every team's very high in every team's wish list, potentially going to the top 3. That is the latest draft rumor to drop. I believe it was Mike or Matt Miller who said that. So we're going to take that into effect here. Let's start with the Jaguars. So I know there's talk with Trayvon Walker going 1, but to me, they'd be fools. They already are fools, but they'd be fools if they pass on Aiden Hutchinson. So I'm going Aiden Hutchinson 1. 2, seems like the Malik Willis team is picking back up a little bit here. Recent reports that a lot of scouts and teams feel he was a better prospect than Trey Lance or Justin Fields were a year ago. That being said, I still think they go Kayvon Thibodeau. I know there was rumor that Dan Campbell doesn't like Kayvon Thibodeau, but I don't believe that one bit. The Texans, now this is a wild card. There's so many different ways they could go. They could definitely go with a corner. They could go with a tackle. I'm going to have them grab Trayvon Walker here. Again, I'm not a huge fan of him just because I think everybody's basing his projection on his physical traits and not his production. I like to see more of a mesh of the two. So I'm going to go Trayvon Walker 3 edge rushers. I'm actually going to make this 4 edge rushers in a row. I do think the Jets, after talking to the guy from the Jets in that video Onebar did, he seemed like they're very high on getting edge rusher. Jermaine Johnson's the guy I think is going to go higher than most things. So I'm going to have a shocking pick, him going at 4. So now you got the Giants. I think they're going to bolster their O-line. They're going to take Evan Neal. Panthers, this is where I think Malik Willis ultimately ends up. I think he does become a Panther. Let's find him right there. All right, the Giants are back on the clock. They took Evan Neal. I think they go back now. But the edge rushers kind of pick clean. I think maybe they're the team now that's going to surprise and grab Derek Stingley Jr., dashing Vikings dreams. But Sauce Gardner is still available. Falcons, to me, this is almost a lock. I think they're taking Garrett Wilson. I think they're going to wait on their quarterback for next year. I think this team's either going to tank without making it clear that they're tanking. So I definitely think that's a possibility here. So let's go to the Seahawks. The Seahawks now, the Seahawks are always a wild card. They could do anything. They could take Sauce Gardner. They could take a quarterback. They could take Jordan Davis. You just never know what the Seahawks are going to do in round 1. That being said, I'm going to go with a really good value here and actually take Eki Ekwonu, the tackle from NC State. Boom. And now the Jets are back on the clock. They got Jermaine Johnson, Sauce Gardner staring with the face. Kyle Hamilton's already there. But they got a young quarterback. They want to give their young quarterback weapons. I think they go with Jameson Williams, the speedster from Alabama. So now Washington Commanders are on the clock. Sauce Gardner's on the board. Kyle Hamilton's on the board. Vikings fans are going nuts because they know they're going to get one of these guys. Hell, even Jordan Davis is on the board. So the Vikings cannot screw this thing up. And then here it is. So the Commanders, they go with Kyle Hamilton. Again, I still think, I don't know why this guy is getting such negative buzz here the last couple of weeks. The team's trying to push him down the board. One of the cleanest players on tape. And he's got amazing tape. This guy can do everything from the safety position. I know he didn't run as well at the combine as many were expecting, but I don't care. Let the guy play. He's a damn good player. Now the Vikings get Sauce Gardner at 12. So let's just review this. Hutchinson, Thibodeau, Walker, it's a very likable, very possible first 3 picks. Jermaine Johnson, a guy I do think he's going to go higher than many expect. You got the tackles going in there. I mean, all it's going to take is 1 pick. One quarterback's going to push one of these guys down, and maybe, we got 2 receivers here. So that's the other thing that could push a Kyle Hamilton or a Sauce Gardner to us. So it's not crazy, especially if Stingley ends up being the top-rated corner. And I do think Sauce could fall to 12. If Sauce goes first, and Stingley could fall to 12. So it's not out of the realm of possibility that Sauce Gardner is available for the Vikings. So do not just write him off like it's not going to happen. Anything can happen on draft day. And everything always does happen on draft day. So it's possible. It's possible. Let's keep on believing. Let's keep on hoping. We got 5 more days till we find out. And I'm going to be praying that Sauce Gardner can somehow make it to 12. All right, guys, while you're praying that Sauce falls down the boards, remember to always keep your skull in your hole.